as Astralis looks to make their way outside and go for a bit of a split.
Now, quite quick to this outside position. shox just dual peeking up in heaven, not quite completely overextending and drawing into a fight. Astralis getting some deep control down to this lockers area. Is a quick one-for-one trade, and Astralis just diving that bomb to the lower bomb side.
Yeah, it's a correct choice as well, but little do they know, ZywOo's here, and he's got a teammate to help him out, Kaijin, or he gets 2 kills for each other. Magic at least manages to trade it out and keeps it a possibility, but look at this duel, Bubsky versus, they're like stuck in the corner. That's a hard one to deal with. Masute's in trouble, and Bubsky will deal with it, and now it's back into a 2 versus 2. Magic and Bubsky looking to try and resolve this one. Bomb is not yet planted, but now Apex has been spotted toward the single door, and there's the dualies. All the bullets working out for him, all connecting. Now it's all Bubsky looking for a 4K clutch. Would be a 1 versus 2. Unfortunately for him, the bomb is dropped on the site, jumping around trying to look for information, gets the first, but now it's up to the second, and it'll get teamed on, and it'll be an easy frag for Apex on those dual Berettas. 2 guns are better than 1.
Both teams didn't really get off to the best of starts in the last RMR over in Flashpoint Season 3. 7th place in for Vitality, 6th in for Astralis, so it's definitely felt as been a better event for both of these teams. Astralis with more nades coming into this upper bomb site. Great flashed over the top. It's actually Kyojin being the first one to fall. shox trying to hold on for as long as possible, and the upper execution has just been a meat grinder. So many picks being found on the entries. ZywOo's the last one.
Yeah, and Bubsky was blind for what felt like the entirety of his round there. Absolutely insane that he manages to stay alive in that one, only on 14 HP, gets himself an important kill. And now ZywO is left in a 1v4 with a UMP. Pretty impossible from there. Zipex will stop him. Masuta will have to be forced away. They will be able to take it for free, but shox getting an opening pick at least makes it interesting.
Bubsky, struggling to get that pick together onto Masuda. Someone's got to be clearing out this dark position because there is a double molly's coming in and no one actually clears it. It allows Apex to drop that bomb, try and see if he can continue damage, and ZywOo's now got a pick with the AK.
He does, and now Bubsky needs to do the damage because it's a 3v2 for Vitality. Bomb is dropped directly in front of him, but look where shox and ZywO are. That's such a tough spot. They're going to just peek and try and deny it as soon as it's planted. They can't really recover it right now either. Bubsky will finally manage it, but Guardian, what a shot that is. Zipex goes down, and the Molotov will not matter. He might even die to it. He does. Bubsky goes down posthumously, but it doesn't matter. You know, they're aware of what Astralis are trying to do. You know, they're using this round to talk about the strategy for the next round. But, you know, try and make Vitality repurchase that utility later on. And they're going to go into a ramp now together. Masuta looking to try and farm these pistols. There's 1, there's 2, 3 in the end. And now ZywO's here to help out as well. Gets the final 2 to finish it off. Zupri with the 1 kill in the round. And Vitality will be successful with that. 5-2. Crazy that, isn't it? Time has really flown with his, you know, prowess on this roster and how insane he's been over those few years. shox has been, you know, around forever. It's been incredible to see how long his longevity is. And actually, we're going for a fast play in here toward A. Bubsky gets 1, but shox doing more damage. Full blind, though. Almost actually gets a 3rd. That would have been surprising. Apex doing a lot of damage through the smoke with the silence M4. Of course, no traces on that, but they will try and kill up Masuta. They do, but it's a 1-for-1. Now, Apex is here to help out, and out of all that, it's recovered into a 1 versus 1. Apex versus Lucky, the new boy on Astralis, looking to try and make it happen, but no, Apex is too strong. They are both qualified for the major, though, of course, so, you know, it's a bit of practice for both these teams, but it will be played out in very serious fashion.
Oh, ZywO, the smallest of gaps, and it really does feel as if you give him an inch and he'll take you a mile. Another quick play out towards that squeak door area. They don't know about shox is playing up from the top of Hut. Finally, that kill comes in. ZywO even makes it 2. Kyojin swinging wide. They haven't quite smoked off this main position, and it allows ZywO to peek in for more. He can even find his triple. Lucky getting into the mix. He's now the last one left. 1v2. That bomb's been dropped.
That's horrible. That smoke toward main. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how that smoke got positioned like it did, but that is a huge factor for ZywO getting his 3rd kill. He's up to 15-4 in this game, and Masuta will just absolutely blindside Lucky. 8-2.
Well, Vitality paid NIP yesterday on Nuke, which was NIP's map pick, and actually stole it away from them at a 16-5 with a great 11-4 half on CT. It's looking like that can be replicated again. Dry outside, and they're just desperate for a pick, aren't they, at this point? Even peeking into the AWP, they're playing with so much confidence for Vitality.
This is strange. I mean, dry peeks toward outside. I can understand with the AWP wanting to take the dry duels, you know, and try and get some picks toward the deep outside positions. But this has just been eaten up by shox. 3 kills, easy stuff for him. That looks so simple as he takes a few ticks, 2 of that Molotov. Oh, Astralis, they're starting to look worrying again, to be honest. The end performance the other day has really shown them up on Nuke, perhaps, and Vitality are taking them up on that duel and absolutely owning them at the moment.
It all just comes down to a matter of timing. Surely he's got to get a flash outside if he does want to swing in. The scout from Silo is watching the angle. He's still adjust for it.
Oh.
My goodness, what is this man made of? I mean, that is just a sick flick to go up with the verticality. And Lucky, well, he finds out pretty quickly. He's the last one left, getting charged down 10 on the board for Vitality. Jeez, this is a slaughter.
A 13-2 is possible, especially with the fact that Astralis are on pistols coming up here. Tech9's rushing in toward ramp. mousesports looks to try and get one. Actually gets double pick though. Very nice clear. They can pick up an AK. Now it's all done to Zywu to try and get one, but unfortunately he has to fall back.
Ah, great. Couple of picks start coming through with the pistols. Magist goes in for that vent dive and is able to create the opportunity. Apex falls to the Tech9. Magist looking for even more. What a great round this has been from Astralis. Matches even finding 3. And it all came down to that slight reposition. We saw mousesports as the ramp player.
When you get 20 kills, and he's in position to get even more to finish it off. Bubsky is here, will monitor the vents and stop any rotations, but will Zywu stop even more of these frags. There's one, looking for another one as well, gets it as well. 22, 23 kills for Zywu in one half of Counter-Strike. Big 4K from him. He's on for the ace. Unfortunately, Lucky's on the opposite side of the map, so it probably won't come through. Once again, the last alive, but it's going to be a 12-3 half of Vitality. What an absolute run over. Beautiful stuff from the French side. We'll see you after the break to see if Astralis can muster anything coming up. So I was faking out the vent sound. mousesports actually made his way back up. He is the player with the bomb, so you'll be able to plant it and safely. And they'll have a 4v4 after plant to work out. Bubsky is the player with the defuse kit and the smoke as well, but look at shox. He's sticking around. Let one pledge go past. Oh, he actually does get checked and gets one in the end. Okay. That looked like it could be a nightmare in the end, but shox covers for at least one kill. One-way smoke will be dropped down by Bubsky as they look to try and attempt to retake through heaven. mousesports now knows the information. Lucky was low, gets taken down in one shot. Magist will trade one back, and there's Bubsky. Now it's all down to Zywu. Exactly the man you want to be in this situation. They're holding the bombs as they come in from Bubsky. Zywu tries to go for the frag, and he makes it happen. 25-5. This man cannot be stopped, ever.
My goodness, he really could drop 30 in a 16-3. Imagine dropping 30 in that kind of a scoreline.
I'm scared. I'm scared by Zywu right now. Finally, he'll be put to bed by Bub7 doing great work, but the SMGs are still doing so much damage to Astralis. They at least have a man advantage this time, and they have the bomb dropped on the site as well. shox and Apex trying to recover the situation. There's a player in the smoke. shox will find one, and there's Apex just leaping in with the MAC-10. That's what you want to do with the SMG. Always use that movement speed, and it works out perfectly. Now it's just Lucky in a 1v2 with the scout. Actually, both these players on Vitality are scoutable.
For Astralis is the slow starts, right? This is even a slow start where when does the start even begin? They're down 3-13, now make it 3-14. They beat the likes of Liquid, Vitality, Heroic, Complexity, Sinners, Fiend, then had that one-sided loss against Ends today. And this is really going to shake up the veto. You'd have to imagine going into the veto for Astralis.
Yeah, and the major as well. I mean, there's so much different things to work out. Bubsky actually manages to get one, almost a second, but shox will put an end to him. I mean, it looks like we could be getting toward 15 for Vitality in double quick time. Dupree and Lucky, the last two remaining, and Zywu will just tap down Lucky. Two players as well. Zipex first, then Lucky. 27. But not the second, and now he'll have to make his way through the single door and make this one possible. He can make his way into a decent position on the rafters, and now Lucky's here in support as well, but only gets the tag. mousesports down to 4 HP. That's unfortunate. And now Bubsky will look to try and trade it. Does get it, and it recovers it into an advantage for Astralis, but the first one in a long time.
Back to that upper bomb site, they feel as if they've got a good timing on the rotation, that shox has been able to get to heaven. What they don't know was Dupree just standing at the top of those vents. Now a 1v3's got to try and come in.
If we know it's shox, he can clutch anything, but unfortunately we'll get caught in the back, and it will be one more round for Astralis to try and do some damage. Apex now spotted the first, and he'll throw a flashbang to try and defend, but he might be baiting them into Lucky.
Oh no, a couple of picks have come through, and don't tell me it's going to be the eco, where they don't even use the hero AWP. Apex is walking through. This could be an easy kill onto the vent player. They have no idea Dupree is here. Finally, the jiggle pick. Apex knows.
Apex knows, and Apex knows everything. The site's completely clear, but he has to wait for his teammates to come in. And they're going to go through huts, and wallbangs will be coming in to try and distract them, and there we go. Tag from Apex, looking to try and complete it. Oh, and he's made it happen. It's going to be the pistols to make it happen for Team Vitality. Astralis are struggling. They will manage to answer back with Bubsky doing great work on the M4. Actually gets Apex as well, and there's Lucky. Okay, we're swinging it back again. Now it's down to Kajin to make up for the previous round. Bubsky and Lucky are both spammable with this Deagle, but now his position is known. Bomb is dropped on the site, 30 seconds to go, and he will miss the shots. Bubsky the hero once again. 4 kills for Astralis that they're not expecting. I think there is a player on Astralis keeping aware of this right now. The ladder will be played with, and shox has a play. You can see him calling that over to his teammates. A play onto a ramp might be cancelled because of what shox is about to do. He's behind Magix. There's one. Looking for a second. The tech line is hard, but he's doing the shoulder picks. He's making it difficult, and they're just going to drop straight into him. It forces them down onto the site because of shox, and now it's all down to Lucky and Zipex. This should be it now. 1 versus 5. shox toward heaven, playing with his food. He knows he can do just that. Zipex is miles away from the situation. He'll get the first, but traded by Apex immediately. And that's a performance and a half from Vitality. 16-6. That's a statement play.
And it looks comfortable to come in from Vitality, not really being tested there on Nuke. And everyone is going to be keeping their eyes on Zywu just to see, can he replicate what he did on map 1 into the second. Fast play out to this ramp contact. Vitality going incredibly quick into A.
They are, and I always mention it about how, you know, being the team that can pick vertigo, it gives you a bit of advantage as the T side is so handy. And now some shots coming in from the first. Some aggression perhaps, but it's not being answered with anything back. Oh my goodness, Masuta. 3 kills on the entry. Astralis were trying something there to get some frags in return, but they've just been absolutely rolled. Is this setting the tone already? Zywu with 1 as well.
Vitality don't have a crazy amount of util, and shox is just running forward.
He is, and he's going to have to take down this player at the back of the site to deal with this round. There's some shoulder picks coming in from both these two Astralis players, but no, that's a great pick from Kaijin to help out with shox against Dupree. Magix gets 1 though. They try and drop the bomb over to default, but no, it gets dropped. And now it's all down to shox and Zywu with a combined 106 HP. It's not much to work with, but Zyu's doing all the work. That's another frag for him. Now it's all down to Lucky, and they know where he is. shox being so low is worrisome, but he's got Zywu to help him out. The best man on the planet to help him out. 3 kills for Zywu, 2 in the round, and that really starts him off very nicely indeed to do more damage.
What a recovery that was. Astralis, they did a lot of damage in that last round. They can be happy with that.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, you had a chance of winning it, of course, in the end, but not to be, and you take the damage as it is, and now there's Lucky. He's trying to do something on AWP, trying to help out with that sniper rifle is a good chance for him because, you know, he had a really rough nuke, but now he can do more. Second frag from Double Stack, easy for him, looks very simple indeed, and now suddenly out of nowhere, it's a 2v5. They did an entry here, toward B, but Magin says nice timing on his peak, and will just about deal with the shox. Taking a dink from that AK. The grenade could finish him off. It's going to be a nice one from Kaijin, and it will. But he's in a 1 versus 5 total, and he won't expect the second player in Dupree. So Astralis have a CT round, and one that they will be happy with as well, with 4 players alive.
Hey, Exonic's double his age, right? He's got to be 35, 36, and we've only got an 18-year-old in Lucky.
It's crazy, isn't it? The youngsters have really come through these days. A good place toward middle for Vitality, though. Baits in the AK of shox, but Dupree is there to help out. Despite Bubsky going down, it's going to be an easy double spray down for him. He will get dealt with by Apex's CZ, which is unusual to see the CZ on the T side, and not the Tech 9, but he's making it work with the help of Zywu. You'd make anything work with the help of Zywu. You'd be able to save the planet with Zywu, it seems. And now it goes for a 2 versus 2 retake. Lucky is here with the AWP looking for something. He has full util, and Zipex has good util as well, so this retake